Alright, what's going on, guys? I wasn't really planning on making this video, but since I haven't uploaded that much lately, figured anything would help. Today I'm going to be switching out the light bar that's on the front end of my car to, I guess what you would say, fog lights. Really they are the 3-inch floodlights from Harbor Freight, but since I don't feel like buying a 2.5 RS front bumper or the actual fog lights for this car, which have been very hard, surprisingly, I figured I would just go with something cheap and easy that anybody could do. So as you can see, I've got the light bar that's already on here. It does really well, but I've come to find out that I don't want to be that really annoying person with a light bar on back roads. Of course, that's the only time that I run it is at night when nobody's around. You know, I'm not going to sit there and use it in traffic, but it's just obnoxiously bright. And with Harbor Freight being as cool as it is, a lot of their stuff is compatible. So as you can see, I've got these 3-inch Roadshock LED lights that I'm gonna get ready to install here. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and place them right where the, I guess, OEM fog lights would go to. I do have some fog light inlets, I guess you could say. And I'll plop these in and replace the covers that are currently on there now. And we'll see how this goes. Again, this is a plug and play kit. So, whoops, from my light bar, I have this wiring kit that I'm gonna go ahead and untangle the original light bar and try and put these together. So first thing that I'm gonna do is get these inlets out and see how it goes. And also, if you didn't watch the last video, I did go back to the clear corner lights. I was an idiot after Boxer Fest and I forgot to put a screw in one of the headlights. So I did lose a corner light, so now I'm back to the clear headlights. So we'll go ahead and get out the plastic pry tools. And I might do up the fog lights with some yellow tint just to give it a little bit of extra flair, you know? All right, so first things first, I've got my little Allen driver. I'm gonna remove the light bar and disconnect it from the rest of the wiring harness. And then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the fog light covers with the plastic pry tool. All right, so I got the fog light covers or the bezels out. The light bar is disassembled, and on top you can see I've got the cable there. So here are the lights. Of course, out of the package there, not too bad. It will fit directly into the slot here. Obviously I will doctor it up once I get everything mounted, but overall super excited. These do come with a bracket, nice mounting hardware, and then with the light bar wiring kit, it does come with an extra wire in case if I needed to tap into something, but since I already have the wire mounted in the car and already set up for the light bar, all I will have to do is use this, I guess, Y wiring harness. I just call it a Y because it will have the 2 connectors on the end and it'll plug into the main one that's already sitting right by the battery on my car. So once I figure out how I'm gonna mount these, I'm gonna go ahead and get them into the slots. And of course, being a Subaru owner, you know, I gotta go ahead and get this light or the yellow film over it so it won't be as harsh if it's gonna be as bright as what I think it is. So bear with me, go ahead and get this taken care of. All right, after a few minutes of struggling and trying to figure out how I was gonna do this, I ended up deciding to drill. It is a little bit crooked right now, but it'll straighten up once I get everything tightened up. But all I did was essentially drill a hole straight back into this little lip or the little bump of the plastic cover underneath the car. And that way the screw can go right in and connect the mount to the actual backing plate of the light. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this tightened up and try and wiggle this wire kind of where the light bar wire was between the bumper and the radiator. But as for now, again, it'll get straighter whenever I tighten everything up, but I've got it so far. So we're gonna see how this goes. All right, so got one light in there. It's kind of small, not the best install, but for something that doesn't really belong there, I think it'll look pretty good with the other side. So I'm gonna get ready to start on that. But just as an overview with the kit, it does come with these 2 bolts, 2 nuts, and then we've got half washer, I'm not sure what you call that, another larger bolt and another nut. And so those all, and of course the mounting plate, and of course all these go onto the lights. It does take a minute to try and get that mounted up, but overall it's not too bad. So I'm gonna wait and see how this one turns out. I got the wire run, of course now it's behind the cover, but I can pull up the bumper just a little bit, and I was able to pull the cable through there. So go ahead and get the mounting plate on this and then drill out the spot on the bumper for the other side. All right, now with a little bit of finessing, I have the other one in. Again, it's not completely straight yet. I haven't fully adjusted it to see if that's where I want it to be at. Oops, I'm not even showing it. But have that light in, and of course the passenger side light. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the bezel on and see what the end result is. Now I did run both of the cords. There's a small space up under the bumper that you can push up, and from there I'm gonna run the Y cable, or the wiring harness, from up here where the battery is just down through this little section. So once I get this all cleared up, I'm gonna go ahead and connect them and see what happens. All right, so after the lights are installed, trying to get over here to where you can see it, I do have everything wired up now. Again, I have the connector to the splitter. So this is the end of the Y harness. Here is the piece that's already connected through my firewall up here to the relay and the battery. All I need to do now is plug these in. As you can see, I'm still working on trying to get it tucked and whatnot, but I do have the wires kind of hidden, pushed up underneath the bumper, and I'm getting ready to zip tie it down here. This is just to make sure that it works properly, but pretty close to being done with it. But for now, let's get this plugged in, and we're gonna do a test, see if the lights work. So put that down. So as you can see, connectors plugged in. Again, I'm gonna clean all this up because that's a fire hazard right there. Another shot. And now that I have this connected directly to the battery, we have light. So it gives off more of a green look to it, but these are yellow. But overall, pretty happy. This is gonna make a world of difference on the road at night, rather than having the big annoying light bar. So let me know what you guys think. I know I kind of threw this video together. Phew, these are bright, but they look good. They seem to be pointing in the right direction so far. So I'll have to get a light test whenever it gets a little bit darker, move the car outside and shine it up against the garage here. So yeah, so far I'm pretty excited. All right, y'all, so it's been a couple days since I installed the floodlights, and I'm on an extremely pitch black back road, almost to my parents-in-law's house. So here's the lights when it's really dark out or on a main back road. So here you have the parking lights. Here are the regular headlights. Here is the floodlights. And then the high beams. So that's the regular with the floodlights. This is completely off and just using the floodlights, and as you can see, this brights up the road nicely. Super impressed. I just drove the last hour through the dark just like this on a 2-lane road. A lot of oncoming traffic. Nobody flashed me. These aren't pointed directly at anybody's eyes, so just go ahead and get a quick walkthrough on the outside again just so you can see. And again, high beams are not on. There we go. And as you can see, that's super nice. It's not going to focus, but yeah, not too bright. Looks great. Super happy with how these turned out and where I was able to mount them underneath. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll be making some more videos here soon.